Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Heskicks here, collectivekicks.com. I'm really excited to bring you guys this video and show you guys kind of the transformation that I did to my tubulars. As you can see right here, this is the Primeknit Tubular, and I ended up cutting the straps off of this thing right here. It did look like this, and then I removed it like this, and try to give it a little bit of a Yeezy-esque appeal to the shoe. And there was a couple just small, minor modifications that I did to the shoe. So there it is, kind of side by side. Obviously, the Yeezy is a completely different shoe, but it is kind of cool that that you can make it like this. Also, the Primeknit on the shoe is actually exactly the same type of material as what is on the Yeezy. So kind of works, kind of doesn't. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about the transformation. It was pretty cheap to be able to do this. Probably cost under $25 with these little things that you see in front of you. And really, I really like the way it looks. Now, I removed the straps, but I also did add some additional holes. And I'll show you guys in this tutorial how to do this. $150 for this shoe. If you guys check the links in the description, it'll take you to Adidas if you guys want to buy the shoe, or eBay, which they might have it under retail there. So not a bad deal for that. So you could probably get these for like $120 or something like that. And then all you need is a seam ripper, and I'll put a link to this in the description. It basically rips the seams off like this, and then I'll show you guys that in a second. Also, you need a razor blade or an X-Acto knife of sorts. This is the one I have from Angelus Direct. I'll put a link to this one in the description as well. And then the last thing you will need is a soldering iron, and just kind of any old soldering iron will do. Most of these are just household products, depending on the house. I found this one in an old shoebox in one of my spare rooms. Pretty happy I found that, because that really made this possible to be able to poke the holes in here and make it better. Because of the knit material, it would have unraveled if I just tried to cut a hole or something like that. It kind of solders it and seals it kind of with the heat. So that's pretty much all you need to make this happen. I'll go ahead and get into it and show you guys how this thing's done. So first things first, the only thing that you're going to need is a seam ripper to start us off. As you can see right here, it is just a little seam ripper, and I did a video on how to use this previously, but it's pretty easy. And there's just a little seam across right here that has the seam, and all you have to do is kind of move this back like so, and then just move it across this edge right here. You want to do a little bit slowly, but and definitely be careful, because you don't want to rip this the Primeknit material, but it actually removes really easily. So I'm just going to go like that, and then I'm going to start it on the other side as well. And just like that, it's just removed. So super, super simple. I left everything even laced still. Just got to be careful that you don't want to push too hard and ruin the Primeknit itself. You just want to try to position it just right and make it rip away. And there's a little bit better. We're just about done. And see here, just trying to take it easy while I'm in front of this camera. So getting there, just about done here. Just like that. So again, you can see their final results. I ended up ripping it off, and there's just extra thread that was holding it down. It's not actually the Primeknit ripped. You might have to pull it back from the backside of the Primeknit, but that's pretty much what you get right there. And to cut this off, I use this one right here, and I got this one from Angelus. Again, link in the description. But this is like a just kind of a razor blade. You can use any razor blade, but again, you have to be really careful with this part, because you don't want to ruin the bottom part. So you can see how it looks here on this one. There is a little bit of leftover material on here. I could have probably cleaned it up better. I literally did this in a test that took me 5 minutes. I don't want to rip and pull too hard on this thing, though, because of the way the glue is set down here. I don't want to actually remove the entire strap. So I'm just going to kind of go along here and just kind of score the edge. And as you're scoring the edge, it automatically just rips up like that. See? So you don't want to go too hard or too fast. Just kind of score it back and forth, and then it will slowly rip off. If you go too deep, obviously it's going to ruin the Primeknit. You don't want that to happen. So I'm going back and forth here, and considering the Primeknit again, just taking it easy. And just keep going, and pretty soon all this will be ripped off, and it's just hanging by a thread now. There it is right there. So I probably should be doing this sitting down, but oh well. And so I can clean up this edge if I want right here. But that's one right there, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other one for you guys right here. Just score the edge. Again, just take it easy. Might be tough to get it started, but just, again, go slowly and don't rush it. It's #1 rule of customs. Shout out to Sneakerhead in the Bay for mentioning that to me for my very, very first custom onward. He said, just don't hurry. Take your time. And that's something I definitely try to keep in mind. All right. There we go. Get it. Just got to be careful again. There it is right there. And that's pretty much it, dudes. That's all it took. All right, so now to show you guys the last little part here. The part where you take the soldering iron and you go ahead and poke holes in this shoe. It's kind of crazy to do this. You got to be really careful. Heat up the iron and then just poke your little holes. Have a little damp paper towel or something near to wipe off the excess stuff. And basically you just kind of line it up and just eyeball where you think it's going to go. I try to use the little patterns to give me some guidelines, but it didn't really work very well. But basically, you just got to make the holes and it's just a quick little poke in and out. That's what she said. But basically, you just go ahead and line them up and make some holes. That way, you can have the laces all the way up to make it look a little bit cleaner, in my opinion. And again, the soldering iron, just a great, easy way to go. I'm lucky I found one of these in the house. Otherwise, I would have not had this. And it makes it work well. If you don't use the soldering iron, and you use like scissors or something, it's going to be a bad mistake because the Primeknit will unravel and stuff. So this kind of seals it with the heat, and this one was a little bit too low, but it is what it is. And that's the last, I think close to the last one that I ended up doing there. But that's pretty much all you have to do, dudes, is just poke some holes into the thing with the soldering iron, and then you have yourself some fresh new holes. And it actually looks pretty good if you ask myself. Yeah, I think that the overall look ended up being all right. Then the next section, I'm just going to show me time-lapse lacing up the laces again. So this is the final part of the video. I wanted to show you guys what they look like on feet. I didn't lace them all the way up to the top because the laces that I had were a little bit shorter. But what do you guys think, dudes? I really like the way that these came out. So if you guys do like this little custom, leave a comment. Give the video a thumbs up if you guys liked it. I mean, I risked a $150 pair of sneakers by poking holes in them and cutting off straps and stuff. But you know what? I was like, I had a feeling it would look good, and I really liked the results. Personally, it just gives the tubular Primeknit just a little bit more flair, a little bit different look, and it actually looks pretty good if you ask me. Like professional, almost like it's not even like really a custom or a mod to the sneakers. And I don't know, I haven't tried dyeing the materials or anything like that. I actually like the materials and the look that they have. I want to get the other colorway now and do the same thing and kind of have the turtle colorway of both the Primeknits and the tubulars and the Yeezys as well. But hopefully you guys, again, enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And we'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace!